Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and we'll get to the show in a moment. Just want to let you know that Redmen Plus podcast are now available on Spotify. Yeah, so if you don't want to sign up to redmenplus.com because you absolutely love Spotify, search for Redmen Plus podcast on your Spotify app. You can pay them, you can sign up through them and you'll get all the great podcasts that we put out on our website, but they'll be straight in your Spotify app. Right, let's get on with this amazing show.
Andy Hunter.
Jurgen, what would you put the discrepancy between your home and away results down to this season? Is it one thing or is it broader than that? Thanks.
Oh, yeah. In this competition, it's not that big so far. We lost one and we won one. But yeah. First was Fulham, not a good game, very early. First away game was City, very good game. So no, I have not thought about it, to be honest. It's nothing. It's my mind at the moment. I'm not sitting here and think about we have away a problem, and that's why I have to say something special for tomorrow. I prepared the team for a very important football game. And sorry, but I'm not prepared for this question in this moment. I had other things to do the last few days.
In terms of squad personnel, Thiago's not travelled.
Still out. Yeah.
Is Konate ready to play? And
yeah, he's here, ready to play. Okay, yeah, minutes I would say. But could play the first minutes, but that makes not too much sense. So minutes, yes. Yeah, that's it. Nothing new yet.
Matip still
not
ready? Yeah.
No.
And at the back.
I
think there should be headsets.
You have your own mic?
This is my own mic.
Yeah, great.
So Jurgen, of course, the last year's Liverpool was fantastic and results were very good. And now, being in the middle of the Premier League, so to say, I'm from the Netherlands. Can you explain to me what's going on in the club right now? Is it as a manager now? Is it extra stressful? And how do you deal with the current situation?
The job is always quite stressful if you want, but if you win all the time, it's it's stress as well, but it's nicer. Life around winning football games, it's much better. So, can I explain it? Yeah, it's a mix of a few things, but we can see. So, like we see the performances, and they are not as stable and as consistent as they were. That's clear now. Explanations for that. Injuries are a little bit. But in the very beginning, we started against City, played really well. We played Premier League against Fulham, didn't play well. Played then at home against Crystal Palace, where we played well not to forget, very early in the season, got a red card and draw the game, and that's already a little bit. So now we were like playing catch up with everything, and we couldn't put it so far in consistent performances. That's the point we know. But we were now actually in a good moment until we lost against Nottingham Forest in a strange game with a lot of problems for us. Some players were injured, some players were not allowed to play but were there. Let me say it like this. And then you play against a deep defending side and you lose a game after a set piece, which we should win. So do I expect us to play better consistently? Yes. Am I ready to make the necessary steps to get there? Yes. So it's not very good performances on a consistent level don't fall off the trees. You have to work for it and you have to go for it in the long term, and that's what we are doing. We are working on trying to turn each screw, and we'll do that without being nervous or thinking something is going against us. We know it's a difficult situation. It will be difficult tomorrow here away against Ajax, but I think it makes sense anyway to be optimistic and That's what I am.
Ajax is, so to say, also in a sort of a transition, and especially internationally, on an international level, they are vulnerable. But is it still something in Ajax that you like? Are there some players that you still think, wow, that's good to see those boys?
Yeah.
Do you have some names, maybe?
I have them. I'm not sure. Your Dutch colleague asked them as well. I'm really not sure. Actually, I cause no extra problems just with telling. So there's still a really good team, and they're in transition. Yes, and transition. Did you ever? Can you remember a lot of moments where transition was quick enough for the outside world? I don't think that ever happened. It's a click and same again. So. I think that's a bit the problem with that. But I like a lot of players of the squad, yeah, I have to say. And that's why we know that's a difficult game. And it was difficult. We played a good game in our home game, to be honest. We were good. We couldn't see that in the result, really, but we were. By the way, it's a bit like the situation of our season. We play really good, and then the opponent scores with the first chance. It was not the first time that it happened. But we fought back and won the game. That was good. So, Ajax is still a really good and dangerous opponent, and that's the team we prepare for.
Jurgen, a positive result gets you through tomorrow night with a game to go. I mean, for all the issues that you've had through the start of the season, there must be it must surely shed confidence through the group that you've got one big objective taken care of so quickly.
Yeah, it would be absolutely great, but I cannot sit here and tell you that I feel it already, as if it would be halfway through. So there's a game, 95 minutes in between, and if it happens, then I can tell you it was really big and really important. But in this moment, we just prepare for the game. And after our start in the group stage, it was not that people thought, okay, that's likely that this can happen, but it happened, and now we have to try to close it for us, the group, and that's why we're here for.
Did you feel as though it's actually closer to clicking back than people may think because of what happened at the weekend? It was more of an anomaly, a strange one at the weekend. And
look, we have to. What you need that's really clicking. You need consistency in a lineup as well. We can't do that in the moment, not at all. So we could be sort problems, bigger, smaller problems. How is that? When it starts with injuries, then the problem is that then the players who have no injuries have to play too often, and the players who have injuries, when they come back, have to play too early very often. That's how it is. And then they come back and play, and then they have another, not injury, but what is that? Things. And then you get medical boundaries. They cannot play longer than 20 minutes. They shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that, and these kind of things. And that's how you go in a Premier League game with a team with a knife between their teeth. So that's tricky. And obviously, that situations are not sorted just overnight. Yes, players coming back, but again, when you ask me, who asked me? If Ibu is now ready to play, he trained now first day properly. So, no, let me say yesterday. Did he train yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So, okay, yeah, he was not long out. So, but the muscle thing makes it sense to bring him directly 95 minutes. I'm not sure. Same with Naby, he needs to train. Oxlade needs to train. They're both not in the Champions League squad anyway because everybody told me they will be out for longer. But now they are back, which is good. Not back to play, but back to be around and play a few minutes. So these kind of things. So, but Curtis is back, a few others are back, and of course that is all helpful. But again, no complaints, nothing, no moan, nothing. It's just a situation. And can I say now but the situation before the Nottingham was really strange. So that you have to play a player who didn't play for a long time with Curtis Jones, and he did really well on a position he never played. Because in the night something happens and these kind of things, and that is then difficult. On top of that, a lot of players didn't play their best football in a difficult game with no real patterns on the pitch, which is rare. Usually you have a few patterns. In this game we didn't have a lot against a deep defending side. Not easy. So we will see what we can do tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm really positive. I'm really have a lot of. It's Champions League. It's Ajax, big names, big game, all these kind of things. It's all good. We have enough players here, so we'll give it a proper try. But now saying, did we turn it? We played really good a couple of times, but it's not that we are without problems. We don't get without problems through this game. So after one, we play a good game, and then 2 players out after the game. You think, oh, wow. And another one not available for longer than 20 minutes. So that's not easy with the squad we have in the moment. And our squad is not too small. We have just too many injuries, and that's a problem. But for tomorrow, we have enough players here. So good news for all people who are with us. We have enough players here, and hopefully that's tomorrow still the case.
Last one, James.
You have to wait for your mic. Even when your question you think is not interesting.
To check the situation with Darwin.
Yeah.
How is he?
It's very interesting. Good. He trained. Normal. Yesterday and today. So, yes. In this moment, he's available.
And was Thiago anywhere close?
No.
Just, do you think he could even be a doubt for the weekend? Or?
I hope not, but who knows? Okay?
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching that video. We all love Jurgen Klopp, don't we? So why don't you go over to redmenplus.com, sign up as a club captain or club legend, and you can get my reaction to our beloved manager, Jurgen Klopp. So yeah, head over there, sign up, and get the press conference reaction show. Nice one. Have a good day.